Yo, good afternoon, everybody. You know who this is, True L.E.S Talk. Lillian Wall Projects, Avenue D, Alphabet City, 10 Avenue D to be exact. Lower East Side, you heard? What's up, people? We got a little interesting one today. It's not going to be a long one, definitely. Free lunch, free cheese. Hey, Zaid, I'm going to tell you something, man. My elementary school was right in back of my building. My junior high school was across the street. As soon as you walked out my building to the left hand side. All right. So I used to get all that free lunch. Oh, and remind you, the pit pool was right in front of the junior high school. So you already know. Summertime we were in there all day. At lunchtime we would go get that free lunch in PS 188 and go right back to the pool. But yo, I want to thank everybody, man, for those that are here. Chucky, you never fail me, brother. Zaid, thank you for being here, man. I don't know who else is in here, but we're gonna talk a little bit about growing up in the Lower East Side, and I want to hear something about you guys growing up in the 70's too. I mean, those that are old enough, because a lot of these guys they born after the 80's. I was around for all the gangs and when they used to rumble with the chains. We had the Kato nunchucks. We had we had the newcomers. We had the javelins. You know, I was around for all that. Some of the javelins lived in my building. There was three of them that lived in my building. Like I said, back in the days, my mother used to sew their cuts on the lead jackets. Because one of them, Gilbert, was was my next door neighbor, which was my best friend's brother. Yeah. Hey, yo, what up, Hivaro, man? I thank you for stopping by. I send you a message on Instagram, so you won't miss this one. So yeah, the graffiti days, I lived those. I lived the rumbling in the streets. I was young. I was in my little crew, but I wasn't in no gang. I was never in a gang. But yeah, I knew the people from the gangs. That used to get down with the gangs. And but I got some pictures. It has nothing to do with me growing up on in the Lower East Side. I'll be playing them, because these are things that, like, little remedies and stuff that we used back in them days. And I know a lot of yous are you know gonna be like, damn, like, mom said this, stuff like that. But growing up in the 70's, I first came to New York. It was 1969. I was 3 years old, and we ended up in Mulberry, and a great friend of my mom's and her husband, took us in and helped us out. With due time, get an apartment on 6th Street, which is, not too far from. A matter of fact, it was right around the corner from where Danny Devine grew up at. Danny Devine's from 5th Street Avenue C. I'm from 6th Street Avenue C. Well, actually, I was from between Avenue C and Avenue D, and then I moved to between C and B. Right? That's not too far from where Madonna used to live at. Madonna lived on 5th Street and Avenue B. Uh, Yeah, we went through the struggles like any other family. You understand? Yeah, I know what it was to wear combat boots. My mom used to buy us a pair of combat boots that had to last us all year. And on top of that, it would last us all year. And then when the soles were gone, she would take it to the shoe repair guy right downstairs, and she would put another brand new sole on it on the combat boots, and we had to wear it for another year until that leather didn't hold up no more. And we were like that for years, you know. And on top of that, yeah, we boiled hot water because the heat. There was no heat in the apartments back in them days, man. Remember the Lower East Side was as burnt down as the Bronx. The Lower East Side looked just like the burnt down Bronx. It was all burnt down. The building, all these landlords were burning their buildings for insurance money because nobody wanted to live in the Lower East Side. The Lower East Side was for poor people. Yo, what up, Nate? Man, thank you for stopping by, brother. Just doing a little quick live here on the 70's growing up, and I'm gonna show a couple of things here. So from 6th Street, we moved to 10th Avenue D, which is like about 4 blocks down, 5 blocks down. Matter of fact, like 3 blocks down, because 10th Avenue D is on Houston, between Houston and 3rd Street. So you don't see 1st and 2nd Street unless you go up Houston a little bit, like towards Cat's Delicatessen. That's where you see 1, 2, 3 Street. But if you come more down, like to the East River, where the FDR Drive is at, which is where Lillian Wall Projects is at, it starts Houston, 3rd Street, 4th Street, 5th Street, like that. Now, we grew up in those projects. We grew up playing wiffle ball, a lot of stick ball. You understand? We grew up playing pole-to-pole football. The basketball courts, we used to cross the street to Columbia Street houses. Columbia houses right across the street. There was basketball courts, which they don't exist no more. And if not, we used to go to the park in back of my building, PS 188, which was the elementary school I went to. So that's why my baseball game was always tight. And I played it all the way from a kid all the way to Gil Hodges. And that was Pony League. You understand? That was almost like, that was like almost A ball to be if we come to see. But too much smoking weed, I was fucking up. You understand? But yeah, we had our struggles, like I said, the heat and all that. There was no heat in the apartments. We had to boil water. If you didn't boil water when you was young, you understand, in those apartments, man, and then you didn't live in poverty, because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Those apartments in the Lower East Side, man, they were very bad. They were very bad. There was nothing in there. Nothing in there, man. The heat would come on once in a while. What we did for fun was we rode bike. We used to take those long bike rides all around. We used to meet up in the mornings. And do a group and just go bike riding far. I remember one time I went from the Lower East Side all the way to Coney Island riding my bike with a group of, like, I say a good anywhere from 10 to 15 people. Right? Hold on, let me check something here. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be with you guys in a minute. All right there. So what we did for fun was we used to do this. Look, I'm look at this picture. This is what we did for fun. We used to go throughout all the buildings and the projects on bike, right? Because we all had bikes, you know. I made my bike little by little. I couldn't afford a bike. So, you know, this guy had a rim here, this guy had the body here, this guy had a handlebar there. Uh, somebody gave me a chain. Next thing you know, I had a bike. You understand? We were poor, man. We were poor kids just trying to make it, you know. And we used to go building to building on the bike, and wherever there was a mattress, we would go back and tell the guys, "Yo, there's a mattress in front of the building." So we used to go collect the mattress, and this is what we used to do. We used to put them up, and we used to play wrestling. We would play wrestling. We would put them up against the fence, right? And we would just jump on them, do backflips, do that. That was our entertainment, man. You know, it was great growing up in the 70s. Now, I want to show you something. Hibaro, if you're paying attention, check this one out. Right? This is a picture from the internet, right? Growing up in the 70s, right? Now I'm gonna show you a picture of the original. That picture that you see there, the kid that's in the air is me. And the one that's I used to climb up. You see that bed frame? I used to climb up that bed frame, go up to the first floor, which is the second floor fire escape, and jump down to the mattresses. You understand? And that's me in the air. That picture came out in the Daily News. That was this reporter that happened to be in the area, and he asked us if he could take a picture. The guy that's on the fire escape is Google's brother, Freddie, which is Gilbert's brother, the one that was in the javelins, right? Yes, that's why I wanted you to see this picture. So that's me in the air. And it came out in the Daily News, and it was called Spring is in the Air, because it happened to be on spring, just when spring was coming around. And the guy happened to pass by, and he asked us if he could take the picture and is it okay if he could publish it. We were kids. At that time, I was what? I say maybe 11. I was maybe 11 years old then. Look at that shirt, bro. That shirt is I think that's the African shirt, right? Now check this out. Yeah, we used to have fun, man. We used to, we played baseball in the East River, everything. Now, I keep getting this confused here. All right. That was the internet one, right? Now, this right here, I always talk about this. In school, a truck like this, not this particular truck, because you could tell this picture's like from the 50s, 60s, early 60s. A truck like this, a little car like this was in front of the school at lunchtime, right in front of the entrance. And we used to buy the knishes. Knishes are like a potato ball, right? Like a potato ball, and you used to get the little the little 25-cent juices, but at that time they were 10 cents. Right? And those were the good old days. Let's see this one. Tell me who didn't have one of these in the 70s. I didn't, to be honest with you. because that year I decided to get a little miniature pool table. What's up, IP? Saludos, B. Thank you for stopping by. My brother got one of those that Christmas. It was the Christmas, I think it was 74 or 75. 74 or 75. Look at how much the big wheel cost, the original big wheel at that time. This was growing up in the 70s, man. So that day, that Christmas, I decided to get a little miniature pool table that I think I should have just got a big wheel. And my brother got the big wheel. And I remember my sister got that doll called I think it was called Baby Alive. It's the one that you used to feed, and it will do pee pee and everything, you know. The big wheel. Let's go to the next picture. All right, this is true. This is real true right here. This is so true. Who would think that the Muppets would predict what women would look like in 2023 in 1975? Because that's what women look like these days. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking, but I had to add that one. I had to add that one. You know, I'm trying to do a little short live. You understand? A little quick, little short live. I'm not trying to stay here because I got a couple of things to do. I don't think I'll be able to mess with YouTube for a couple of days, to be honest with you. So I try my best to squeeze it in today. I know a couple of you guys were on earlier. I was trying to get it in by 12:30, but I was giving everybody a break. You understand? You know, I was waiting for you guys to get off so I could go on, to be honest. Because, you know, I like to respect like that. That's the way I am. All right. Now look at this. This is the type of play that me and Hibaro did when we were kids. You understand? We would go to the back of the building or in the front of the building where the grass part was at. And, you know, we built on the side of the building. And we used to build our little roads and everything and bring our Hot Wheels out. You know, the little bulldozer Hot Wheels. You understand? And play. And we will have a blast. We will have a blast. I used to play marbles. I still remember how to play marbles. I used to play tops. Trompo. With a trompo. Tops. Bro. Oh shit, you know what I forgot? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I used to play with the trompos, bro. Let's see what's the next picture, man. Let's see, man. Bro, this was legal back in the days, bro. Tell them, Hibaro. This was legal back in the days. Because I remember the guy that you seen in that picture with me jumping off on the mattress to jump on the mattress, Freddie. His father had that same station wagon. And his father used to go every Sunday fishing to Far Rockaway. And we used to ride in the back just like that because the grown-ups had to sit in the, you know, obviously in the seats. And in the back, there would be, no lie, man, 6 kids back there. 6 kids. 6 kids, man. It was legal. Right, Hibaro? Now, for you people that are baby criers and want to run to the emergency room, you understand? And everything. This is what they used to give us when we got sick. And those that know. Am I lying? This was the cure for every sickness. Vicks. You get some Vicks on your chest. Some chicken noodle. Some Canada Dry. Ginger ale. And some premium Keebler's crackers. And watch The Price is Right. In the mornings. And that was the remedy. My mom didn't have time to be running to the hospital. My mom didn't have it because she used to work in a factory. So if I got sick, I'd be home alone. I'll be home alone, chilling, watching TV. But she would put the Vicks on me, and then she would tell me, the rest I did myself. All right, and that's facts. That is true facts. Now, who didn't grow up in the 70s watching this every Christmas? Who didn't watch this every Christmas in the 70s? I'm going to call you a liar. Wherever they were playing Rudolph, if they played Rudolph 3 times a week, I was watching it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Every Christmas. And that Baby New Year one, the one with the big ears. Hey, Sandra, thank you for stopping by. So, yeah. Now, let's move on to the next one. Bro. Yo, Hibaro, look at this, bro. Whoever's here and is over 50, bro. Look at this, bro. I think I still got one of those in my mom's house in Puerto Rico. Well, my house. My mom passed away in August. My house and my sister's house, right? Those were the famous wooden plates, bro. Who did not have those growing up in their household? I hear you, Hibaro. I hear you. Yo, Hibaro, you seen the plate? Oh, what? When you seen your teacher roll this out, it was going to be a good day because you was going to get to watch a film. And it usually was rolled out when your teacher was absent and they had a substitute. This was usually rolled out. This and the TV with the VCR, which I do have a picture of that, but I didn't put it here. I didn't add it to this folder. Maybe next time. When you seen this roll out, it was a great day. Your teacher wasn't there. You had a substitute. All right. This was me. Whoever went through this, raise your hand, man. Even though I can't see it. Put a hand on the chat or something. Oh my God. How you doing, Miami? How you doing, man? I'm taking these guys back to the 70s for a little bit. All right, this was the poor man's book cover. We used to go to Royal Farms, A&P. We used to go to yeah, it was Royal Farms at that time. A&P, Pioneers was around at that time. And Mom used to say, do not throw the paper bags out right before school started. Right before school started. Because that's what you used to do with the paper bags. You used to cover our books. And this right here, is the new cell phone for people that are 50 and over. Yeah, it was the best design, and you would draw on it whatever you wanted. You know, it was beautiful. Those were the good old 70s days, right? And for those that are gonna be 50 or they pass 50, you qualify for one of these phones. All right. I just thought I'd throw that one in there. Now this is interesting. Who didn't grow up on the Jetsons? Right? Now the Jetsons predicted our future, and I agree with that because they had Zoom meetings, online classes, they had the FaceTime. I hear you. So you lived all that. I'm 57. I'm gonna be 57. I'll be 57 practically in a month because it's April 1st. And they had Tell the Doc, which was, you know, like a FaceTime conference with your doctor before we even thought about it. You see this? Let me zoom this in. Right there. You see it now? They had Zoom meetings, online classes, teledoctor, and FaceTime before we even thought about it. It's crazy how, you know, it's crazy. It's real crazy how all this was there in those cartoons, and now we live in it. What's up, Frankie? Thank you for stopping by, brother. Let's move on. Let's see what we got next. Oh my God, who remembers him? Who remembers him? Face it, Dunkin' Donuts tastes a lot better when Fred baked the donuts. That's Fred from the commercials back in the 70s, 80s. Dunkin' Donut commercials. They taste better when Fred used to bake them. Right, right, right. Frankie, I'm telling you, bro. I just showed it to you right there. Jetsons were very advanced. Look at the car. Look at the car. The car. We're gonna have those cars soon. Those cars that glide in the air, that fly. Yup, time to make the donuts, bro. Fred, he was the best baker ever. And you know what, Mr. Whipples? Remember Mr. Whipples? Don't squeeze the Charmin. Those that been around for a minute, no, don't squeeze. Exactly. Yes, that's a Mr. Whipples. That's what I was just saying, and your thing popped up, Miami. Mr. Whipples. He used to smell it and squeeze it. Remember that? Now you gotta take this into consideration. I'll never forget the neighborhood kids I grew up with or the great times we had, and that's a fact. Hey, quick, man, what's good, man? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Thank you for stopping by, brother. I gotta stop by your live, man. I don't see if I catch you when you live. I'm over here. Hold on. Right there. Let me bring this back up. My throat is hurting me a little bit. Yeah. All right. Now let's go to the next picture. Yeah, let me say something about this picture. I got pictures like that with me and my friends when we were kids. They in my house in Puerto Rico. I got boxes of the old school albums, picture albums. The ones that used to peel the see-through page and put the picture and then close the page back up. I got a bunch of those. When I go back to Puerto Rico, I gotta sit down and go through them. All right, this one I'm not too interested in because the place I used to go was uh I used to go to this skating place up in I never really went to the one in the Bronx. I used to go to one called USA in Queens. I even forgot where in Queens. It was so long ago. And I used to go to Fort Hamilton in Brooklyn. All right, but back in the days, they used to have this crew in the Lower East Side. It was called the L.E.S. Express. Benny and the guys. I never forget Benny. He was a Caucasian kid, but he was like the leader of the L.E.S. Express. It was a roller skating crew, and he used to dance his ass off with those skates, man. Now you see this? In my generation, we all shared the same scar. Were you one of us? I could show you that. Those were the shots that we used to get back in the days. Those were the shots that we used to get back in the days. Now, the shots that you get now, there is nothing like that. Check it out. Look at it right here. Look at it right here. See it? Yeah, you have one. You know you have one. Yep, I have one too. You see it? I just showed it to you. All right, let's go to the next one. This is what you call growing up poor. This is what you call growing up poor. That's when sliced bread was everything to you. It was a sandwich bread, it was a hot dog bun, it was a hamburger bun, and it was a garlic bread. All right? That's when you know you were struggling. You struggled growing up. I lived in poverty. Now, remember that? Who remember these? I think my sister had a pair of those. I never had a pair of those. I think my sister had. It's a 70's thing. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't understand. That's crazy, right? Look at those socks. I wear them in the house, but ain't no way I was wearing those outside. Now, this is interesting right here. You know, this was a Kmart receipt from 1981. It was 12/20. It was 5 days before Christmas, right? Look, yeah, it could have been a layaway ticket. Yeah, that's right. The person bought her kid an Atari. 1981 was $131 with 88 cents. That's equivalent right now to maybe $700, bro. Easy, maybe even more. The Atari. He bought her casino game. He bought the person also bought a casino game that cost $20.88. This is my favorite game of all time. I mastered this arcade. All right. The game was called Asteroid. I never liked it on the Atari, but on the arcade, I mastered it. It will not beat me. I could stay there a day. I could stay there as long as I want. And that one cost $27.88. And Space Invaders cost $20.88. Damn, everything has an 88 at the end, right? Now everything has a 99. At that time, everything had an 88. You didn't notice that? All right, guys. That was a happy kid, whoever got that. Oh, I know you guys remember that. I know you guys remember that. They used to cost 10 cents back in the 70's. But when I was buying them from Toy Town across the street from my building, 10 Avenue D, there was a store, a little toy store called Toy Town. Um, I think I'm not sure. I think they were 50 cents or something close to it. But when these first came out, they were like 10 cents. I was told. The glider. The glider. Yes, Hibaro, the glider, remember? You used to put it together real fast. The glider, bro. Right there. All right, let's go to the next one. Yo, for a minute. See, these were the candy cigarettes back in the days. The candy cigarettes from back in the days. Everybody would pretend they were smoking cigarettes and it was candy. Let me skip that one. All right. This is Gen Z. Gen Z got the bow system. Gen X, which is me, Hibaro, and well, I'm Gen X. Me and Hibaro. Miami, he's how you call it, the boomer babies. Now, tell me that system right there don't look way better. That's true. That's true. What it says right here. Can it knock pictures off the wall? That little thing right there is not knocking the pictures off the wall. Now you turn this one on, the Gen X one, the one in the bottom, it will knock pictures off the wall. Definitely. Definitely. What we got next? Hey, Hibaro, this wasn't a car show. This was the parking lot of a high school, dude. That's when muscle was muscle. That's when muscle was muscle. That was the parking lot of a high school in the 70's, bro. Look at that. Look at what the kids rode, bro. What we consider today classics. That's a fact. We shook the whole building. I hope you guys are enjoying this little live, man. It's not much, but you know. I don't know if you guys noticed, I turned down my monetization again. I even put a membership of $1. So whoever wants to become a member, they could become a member. They get a special color on their name, and all they gotta give is $1. $1 a month, and they could cancel whenever they want. Now, back in my days, we used to have these in the drawer. These can openers. I remember those genuine Hershey the syrup. I remember that. Look at that. You see, yeah, with the 8 tracks. You know they had the 8 tracks. You know those cars had the 8 track. As a matter of fact, they didn't even have 8 track. I'll show you what they had. Hibaro, thank you. Hibaro is my first subscriber. For $1 a month, bro, you can't go wrong, man. And you get a color. And if you don't come out with a color, I'll fix it. Once I finish this right here. Write something else, Hivato, for a minute. I want to see if you come out with a color or something. Before I change the channel. Yeah. Let's change it. Let's change this. Bro, I remember this clearly. Clearly, when I used to go to Woolworths, there was two Woolworths on 14th Street. There was one right off of Union Square on 14th Street. And there was one right before. I'm not sure, but I think it was between B. No. It was either between B and A or A and B. Because I remember I used to go shopping there for Christmas with my mom. And we used to sit down and we used to eat. My favorite thing that I ever ate there was meatloaf. I remember, man, meatloaf with mashed potato. Oh my God. This was really a flashback right here. There you go, Hivato. You got the green, baby. Yeah, we used to do. Yeah, man. Yeah, right, Hivato? You see? Woolworth. Man. Yeah, that was a good one right there. All right. We all survived this. We all survived spankings, lead paint, rusty playgrounds, secondhand smoke, toy guns, no seatbelts, no helmets, and drinking from a hose. All right? Yo, DBN, what's good, baby? I just noticed you. We all survived that. Now let's see what's next. Bro, my sister, this was a goodie hair clips. My sister, my mom used to buy these 3, 4, 5 at a time because my sister will always lose them. My sister will always lose her hair clips. The goodies. Hivato, look what's here. Hey, Moon, look what's there. Can you smell it? Hey, Tommy, how you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping by. I'm taking everybody back to the 70s and early 80s. Yeah, don't eat the yellow snow. Somebody pissed in it. Hey, can you smell the fire caps? Well, the good thing about it is that you just replace it. I mean, if the kids are into the parakeet DBN, you better run and go get another one before the kids get home. I replaced my son's fish when he was little like 3 times, 4 times with the same color fish. That fish was like 3 years old. Man, I had that same one right there. I had that same revolver cap gun right there. This was the first iPhone ever. Ibarro, this was the first iPhone ever. Hold on, I'm over here. All right, that was the first iPhone ever. Check this out. Kids exploring Asian ruins. Yo, the kids are taking they taking pictures of the telephone booth because they never seen one in their life. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn. Let me check something. Let me check something over here. Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds. That on all that time? All right, I'm back, guys. Yeah, now Superman don't exist. Now Clark Kent can't run into them. Bro, if any of y'all ever been to Coney Island, this ride right here, there was one similar to it. It was called the Hellhole. There was one there was one ride that was very it was actually the same thing, but it was like, like you see where they up against the wall is blue. Over there, if I'm not mistaken, was red. So it was practically the same ride, just different color. It was called a hellhole. Once it starts spinning, it sticks you to the wall, and then it starts turning like, a little sideways like that. But it's going so fast that you can't like fall off or nothing. I had the same bike, but mine wasn't black. After I got a little older, it was given to me. It was given to me by the son of the coach of the baseball little league, the coach, yeah, the coach from the little league, Felix Mian Little League, when I used to play with them. That's a swing right there. You know how much that's worth today? Couple of thousand easy. Bro, I had this. Look, here's every 70's Christmas as represented by a single photograph. All right. And I'm going to tell you something. It looked just like my house. We had that TV. We even had the bigger one, the one that came that you lift up the it's like tabletop. You lift it up, and on one side it had the record player. In the front, it had the TV. Bro, that looked just like my house, bro. What? Look at that. Look at the rabbit he is. See, that was back in the days, man. The original big screen TV. And that one was what? He about maybe 20 inches. Now it had to be a little bigger, right? Like 22 hot tubes inside. Yup. Yup. Over here, you come out green, Hibaro, but when I check the thing, you come out. You got the star. You got the star, though. You got the star. When you talk, you got the star. But I got to check that out. I got to fix that. See, TV used to glow in the dark. It used to glow in the dark after you turn it off because the tubes would stay on for half an hour. That's it, yo. You know the way, Hibaro, you know the way the people put the LED lights in back of their systems and everything now, so it could reflect off the wall. That's the way we used to have the tubos. It used to reflect off the walls, but you only had one color, red. Yo, that shit is crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see what's next. Let's see what's next. I hope I ain't running out yet. You remember when books used to come with records? Books used to come with records, and it would tell you what is said in the book, and then it would tell you when to turn the page. My sister used to have these when she was little. Yup, look. That's when books used to come with records. Wow. You remember that? That is crazy. Bro, the True TV remote, it used to go clack, 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 clack. It was like a clicker. Yo, Hibaro, that's the first audio book, son. Yo, my dude hit it right on the nail, right on the head. Yeah, the first remote control used to they were clickers. They didn't even have numbers or nothing. They just had up and down clickers. Click, 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 click. Yeah, man. That's why technology evolves, bro. Hibaro, who didn't have Farrah Fawcett pinned in her bedroom? I used to have her with the bathing suit with the one piece. Remember, Jill from Charlie's Angels. Who did not have Farrah Fawcett pinned in her bedroom? There was two posters, well, actually three posters that I had, maybe more. I could figure at least four. One was Farrah Fawcett, one was Bruce Lee, uh, one was Evil Knievel, and the other ones were Star Wars. Facts. She was the sex symbol of the 70's. Farrah Fawcett. All right, this I remember clearly. You used to buy something in McDonald's and you was able to buy a cup. And if I'm not mistaken, these cups were $1. I could imagine how much these Smurfs cups cost today as a collection. Because right now, I just seen in the news that people have Happy Meal toys from the original Happy Meals from back in the days, And those toys are going for boku money right now. So I could imagine how much is this set from McDonald's, the Smurf Cup collection, is worth today. I could just imagine that. Wow. All right, everybody remember this because they used to make me do this all the time. See, but this right here was one page the dude did. My mom used to buy me a whole notebook, a fat notebook at that. And I wasn't able to go downstairs and play until I finished that notebook. So if it took me 2 days and it caught me on a weekend, I was messed up. I will not talk in class. The teacher used to make me do that too. I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class. Don't talk in class. Who remember these? Freshen up. Used to get that squirt. These were candies growing up in the 70s. These were definitely 70s, early 80s. Freshen up. I never liked the cinnamon ones. I think the cinnamon ones were bad. All right. All right. This is how you used to unfriend someone back in the days. This is how you used to unfriend someone back in the days. And that's a fact, because I did that a whole bunch of times. That's how you unfriended somebody back in the days. I remember I used to do that shit with my girlfriends. I used to never want to throw out the half of the picture of me in it. So I used to just get a scissors and just fucking cut her out. Carpet tunnel, yeah. Oh my god, damn. Yo, this was the Sears. This was the Sears pictures back in the days when you went to see Santa. When you went to take a picture for Christmas, you ought to check out that picture from Sears when you went to, and remember Woolworths? Woolworths used to take the pictures because I got pictures from Woolworths. When you went to see Santa and take pictures with Santa. Yo. Yo, that shit is hilarious right there, son. Oh my god, this shit is hilarious, man. All right. Let's get to the lies. Right here. This is hilarious. Ibaro, things, lies, yup, our moms, lies our moms told us when we were young. All right? Lies our moms told us when we were young. It's illegal to drive with the overhead lights on. Right? If you swallow your gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. Keep making that face. It will freeze and stay like that. Right? I have eyes in back of my head. That's number 4. Number 5 is you can't swim for 30 minutes after you eat. Number 6, don't sit too close to the TV. You go blind. They also did tell me that if I played with myself a lot, that I would go blind. And that's a fact. Everybody knows that one. 7, the dog went to live on a big farm. That's when your dog died. Oh my God, that's fucked up. That's when your dog died. The dog went to live on a big farm. I'm just running into the store for one thing. You know that's a lie. To this day, that's a lie. Right? That was 8. 9 is a watermelon will grow in your stomach if you swallow the seeds. I was told that. That's facts. I was told that when I was little. And then the last one, which you heard almost every day, 10. Maybe I'll think about it. That's what that's what yo look at Miami. He said he was Santa in Kmart. I can imagine how many pictures like that, Miami. I can imagine how many pictures like that. Yo, that's why we need glass. That's why we need. I wear glasses, bro. I wear glasses. I just don't wear them, but I got them. As a matter of fact, I'm going for an eye exam in 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm going for another eye exam. Let's see what's the next one, man. We almost there. Oh man, kids these days want an iPhone 7. When I was young, all I wanted was the Crayola 64 in a box. That's just telling you, right? How spoiled are the kids today, man? Right, Hivaro? How spoiled are the kids today? All we wanted was a big box of Crayola, the 64 in a box bundle. And he used to have the sharpener on the side. Look at that. And today the kids, they want iPhones and they want iPads and they want laptops. That's fucked up. And all we wanted was a coloring book. A coloring book and a 64 Crayola box. And we were good. Ibaro, I know you remember this. For those that don't know what this is, all right, back in the days when you own a real car, not these junks they doing today, practically drive themselves. When you bought a car in the 70's, early 80's, you get two keys with it. One key was for the door and the trunk. Well, actually, yeah, it could be the trunk key too, Miami, right? And the other key was for the ignition to turn it on. If you're not from that era, you wouldn't understand this. That's why I understood it. That's why Miami understand it and he about to understand it. All right. Who remembers this? My wife got one of those. My wife got one of those. I don't know what trip she took her kids, the students, to, and they took a picture of them, and they put the picture in that thing and gave it to her. That's right. I'm almost done here, guys. Who remembers this right here? I had a couple of those. They were fun too. All you had to do was press the button and make the bubbles will make it go up. The air will make the ring go up, and you had to bring the ring into the little stick. Yep. Getting older really sneaks up on you. My grandson asked me why I had such small Tupperware containers. Her grandson asked why her Tupperware so little like that. Why? Because that ain't Tupperware. Miami, Hibaro, do you remember what was that? I know you remember because my wife remembered, and my wife is young. My wife is 7 years younger than me. Exactly. Yep. Yep. You guys got it. You guys got it. Yep. This was glue back in the days, man. This is the glue that I used to do the kite with. I used to do the kites with this glue. Yeah, they also had it in a basketball game. It's true, Miami. I missed that one. This was glue back in the days. All right. Are you guys this old? Are you guys this old? For those that don't know, back in the days, no, no, that wasn't Elmer's glue. That was not Elmer's. That was cement glue. The Elmer's is coming though, because I do have it there. For those that don't know, yes, for those that don't know, the cars back in the days used to have ashtrays behind the seats for the guys that smoke in the back. They had ashtrays on the doors, like where the handles at for you to open the door, and they had the ashtray like under the radio. Yeah, yeah, DBN. Look, this was the real the when the when who remembers when Tonka trucks were made out of metal? I remember because I had them. I had the Tonkas when they were made out of metal. Now they make them shits out of plastic, like rubbery and shit. They don't make Tonkas the way they used to make Tonkas. What's up, RB man? Bless you, brother. Hope everything's good, man. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like, man. All right, that's when Tonkas were Tonkas, bro. Not even an elephant could break those. That's true, man. That's facts, man. I remember I used to play with those in the dirt all the time, man. I used to go behind the building, you know. Everybody used to bring their Tonkas. We used to have fun, man. Those were the days, man, you know. Now it's like, all right. The boat used as the SS Minnow, for those that don't know what the SS Minnow is Gilligan's Island boat. The boat used as the SS Minnow in the Gilligan's Island was 64-wheeler. Was a 64-wheeler with a cruising speed of 12 knots, which means they couldn't have traveled more than 41.5 miles. Now I'm starting to doubt if the show was even real. That's stupid. That was stupid. But I had to put it in there. Oh shit. Hibaro. When you seen your mom come through the house with this, that means she was going out. She was going out. The Aquanet, the leg stockings, the exclamation perfume, and the fake nails, son. Mom was going out. Don't wait up. Yes, the fucking that Aquanet used to drive you crazy. Oh, that exclamation, the exclamation. That shit was crazy. That shit stunk. There you go, Miami. Uh, there you go, Hibaro. Remember when we used to put it in our hands and then we used to rub it all over our hands and then we would wait for it to dry and then we would peel it off? Everybody did that back in the day. Hey, yo, what up, Game Man? Thank you for stopping by, brother. I took everybody back to the 70's, early 80's, you know, for a little bit. Yeah, I know, man. Sydney, Australia. Thank you, man, for stopping by. People, please hit the like. Keep me in that little algorithm, you know. I just came back, you know. I probably won't be able to do another live till maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe the end of the week or something. I got a lot of things I gotta do. Hey, Hibaro, this was the music cloud right here. Sam Goodies. This was the music cloud back in the days. Sam Goody. Well, it says when music wasn't in the cloud. Crazy, right? I remember when I used to go to Sam Goody's, man, and pick up my records, man. Yeah, buying records was all day, man. That was an all day thing because you would go, I would go to Bates record store on Delancey, and Bates wasn't that big. Bates Records wasn't that big, but I would stay there for hours, man, hours. And if I was to go to Sam Goody's on 14th Street or the Wiz back in the days, forget it. Yeah, that was hours, man. Look at the records that look at the record. Look at these covers. That should look like Elvis right here. Look, that look like Elvis. Look at this. This was the hippie days. Look, these were the hippie days, bro. Look, I don't recognize none of these covers. This is when the report cards were handwritten. When the report cards were handwritten. You still got 12s, the 12s. I remember we used to have the little chapita when you used to put the 45 in. You had to put the little colorful chapita in the middle, then put it on in the little metal stick. Handwritten. That's a handwritten. Bro, if I was to come home with A, B's, and C's, my mom was happy, bro. A, B's, and C's. I used to come home with like C's and F's. That was a clean fifth grader right here, fifth grader. That was a clean report card right there. All right, now remember back in the day when you and all your pals would go on a massive bike ride. You will all meet up in the morning and you'll be out all day. Great times. And this is what I was talking about in the beginning of the this is what I was talking about in the beginning of the live. I used to do this on Saturdays. And we were about that young, like that, like these kids right here. We took a ride all the way from the Lower East Side, all the way to Coney Island. Those were hours and hours just to get there. Bro, when we got to Coney Island, right? And at that time, our allowances were like $2. Like $2 every week, right? Something like that. $2. I used to get like $2. So $2, the rides at that time were like 75 cents. To get on the go cars, the bumper cars, was like 75 cents. So I used to enjoy myself for 2 rides and then head back home. But I remember that day clearly. I did not ride back home. Bro, the train is right there. I put my bike in the train. All right. And rode the train all the way to Delancey Street. And then just rode home from there. This is how you used to kill anxiety. No Xanax, no nothing. All right. You used to get not get prescribed medication. This is the way you used to kill anxiety, right here. Biting on the pencil. Biting on the pencil, bro. That's how you killed anxiety. Bro, this right here messed me up because I went through this. My mom used to write a note, and I was maybe 7 years old, and we lived towards the front of the building. So I used to go down, right? And my mom used to tell me when to cross the street from the window. And I would take the note to Jose. A matter of fact, at that time it was Rosita. Rosita's grocery. And I used to give him the note. And it used to say that. Send me a pack of Salem. At that time, my mom smoked Salems. I think there were Salems. Yeah, there were Salems. A pack of Salems. Right? But here, the person got a fifth of black velvet, BC powder, and 1 pickled pig feet. She used to send me to get una cuarta de spice ham, una cuarta de salami, una cuarta de queso americano y una cuarta de the jamon, that was ham, right? All those cuartas made 1 pound. And there were like maybe at that time there were maybe 35, 40 cent a quarter, right? That is crazy. That is crazy. All right. Who remembers this? I know everybody remembers that. Well, not everybody, because these millennials, they don't. Well, not the millennials were around when this came out. Millennials, like what, like 80 something? Yeah, millennials are like 82, right? 82 up. Is it? Something like that. I don't remember. The Walkman. The Walkman, bro. Those were the good old days. The Sony Walkman. I don't have one, man. I got the first iPod. Yeah, I used to. I'm telling you, my mom used to send me to get the cigarettes and stuff. I'm almost done here, guys. This has lasted more than I thought it would. Something nobody said in the 80's. I lost my phone. This is something that nobody said in the 80's. I lost my phone because cell phones did not exist and they were attached to the wall by wire. So ain't no way you was gonna lose your phone. Crazy, right? The way time just changes, and you gotta change with it, man. If you stay behind, you. Oh my God. This is the Tyco, and it was 49.88 back in them days. I had Tyco train set. I had a Tyco train set, but I had a AFX racing, AFX racing set, and I also had Silver Streaks. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Silver Streaks, the racing thing. And mine, this is a Tyco, and it was only 49. It was $50 back in them days, man. You know how much that is worth today, man? That is crazy. That's the Tyco one. Yeah, I had the AFX. I had the Tyco. This is Tyco. This is the brand Tyco. I had the one that's AFX. Is the brand AFX. You could still Google that. If you Google AFX racetrack, it should come out. Oh, the fun did. That's the fun did. Give me one second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yo, what up, Mario? Now we're gonna go the fun dip. Damn, I remember those. They were good too. All right, Miami, Hibaro. Those cars didn't even have 8 tracks. Those cars had this. Kids today think they're so smart. Ask ask one if they can program this station, the stations on this. And that's true. Look at that. Those are the ones Miami that those muscle cars had. They didn't even have the 8 track on them. I have not seen one teenager with a shovel in his hands trying to make money. This was a $200 day back when I was young. Bro, and it's true. When I was young, a snow day was money. Once I hit a certain age, a snow day was money because all you had to do is walk around with a shovel, and somebody would tell you, shovel my car out. All right, I got you. It was in the glove box. So back in the days, you walk around with a shovel, and somebody would tell you, shovel my car out. That was a quick $5, $10. That was a quick $5, man. Easy. See, today they charge you a lot just to shovel your car out. Back in them days, like, $2 or $3, man. And we would do that. It was three of us. Let's say we charged $3, it was $1 a piece. And we used to do that real fast because three of us hitting the snow, your car be out in no time. Hibaro, look at this. In 77, you would go to school under a snowstorm. Today, with just a little bit of snow on the ground, and school was suspended. And that's the way the kids live today. Back in the days, we used to go to school under a snowstorm, even though it wasn't big for me because my school was right in back of my building. My school was right in back of my building. But I felt sorry for them people that had to be on buses or school buses or live far that they had to walk. All right. Saturday morning cartoons, a bowl of cereal without a care in the world other than watch cartoons. What cartoons is next, right? I miss them days. We used to get up early in the morning. Mom used to do us oatmeal or she would sleep in. You understand? We just get a bowl of cornflake and just sit in front of that big wooden TV, right, Hibaro? That big ass mueble TV and just chill there, bro. And just watch cartoons all morning. To watch Lost World. Look at this. Fish and chips. Definitely 70's. fish and chips. Now, for those that don't know what this is, fish, there was a show called Barney Miller back in the days, and Fish was one of the detectives. And after Barney Miller came Chips with Eric Estrada and this dude, I forgot his name. Right? There was a motorcycle, the highway motorcycle patrol guys. So that's why this is called Fish and Chips. If you wasn't around in the 70s, you wouldn't understand this. This is that Zoom thing, the Jetsons again. I don't show it again. The Jetsons predicted Zoom meetings, online classes, teledoc, and FaceTime before the time. All right, who didn't do this? 7-year-old kids today, iPhone, iPads, and AirPods. Me when I was 7, hello into the fan. Remember who didn't do that? Who didn't do that when they were kids? Shit, I still do it to this day. So those are the kids today. The kids today, 7-year-old kid, iPhone, iPads, and AirPods. And we were 7 years old. We were talking into the fan just to hear our voice change. Crazy, right? All right, this is what I was telling you, man. Don't talk to me about growing up poor. Don't talk to me about growing up poor unless you really grew up poor. If you ain't go through this, I went through this. When my mom had to heat up the water and put it into the bathtub, add a little bit of cold water for us to be able to take a bath. That was sad. All right. This was the GPS from 1978. This was our GPS 1978. Go past Jeff's house. You gotta write it down on a piece of paper. Go past Jeff's house, then turn where that barn used to be. Go a little ways till you get to the house where that really weird guy used to live. Go a little bit to the right on that bumpy road, cross over the bridge. Then the house is past the place where those dogs used to chase us. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. No doubt, that's hilarious. Hey, Rain. Yeah, 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 yeah. We used to have the Atlas. The Atlas. How you doing, Rain? I haven't seen you in a long, long time. That's we used to get the Atlas, man. Just to just to get to places. Simpler times, that's right, man. Let's see what's next. Uh who remember the clack clacks or the click clicks or the whatever they were called? I call them clack clacks because you used to just clack 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 clack. I think this is the last one. The clack clacks. I know a lot of people got their head cracked with these. I know a lot of people got their head cracks with their head cracked with these. No doubt. I think it finished. Yeah, it finished. Let me go back and explain the beginning for 1 minute. Hold on. All right. Let me bring this up again because this is the first one I did. And I know some of yous weren't here. Yeah, yeah, I talked about those earlier. I've been doing this for like 2 hours now. I've been doing it, Rain. I've been doing it for like 2 hours. And I talked about the tops and the marbles and all that. That was, yeah, Skelzies. Oh my God. You know something? I did not mention that. But that's another one for another day. Part two. I'll do a part two to this. All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you the story behind this, and I'm gonna show you something. Don't leave. Back in the days, I'm talking about 9, 10 years old. We used to get on our bikes and we used to go to the projects, right? Because I grew up in the projects to see if we could find some old mattresses that anybody threw out. Because when the garbage, they used to put the garbage in back, I mean, not in back, in front of the building. So we used to go through every building, see if we find mattresses, just like these kids are doing in the picture. We used to line them up, and you see the stairs like that. Climb up, jump on the mattresses, do backflips, do all type of shit, right? Now look at this. I want you to see this. You already seen that picture. Now I'm gonna show you another picture. I'll leave it right there. Now, the kid that's in the air, that's me. I think that picture was taken 74 or 1975, right? One of those years. The one that's on top right there, that's my friend, my next door neighbor, my best friend, Freddie, Google's brother, Gilbert's brother. If you see, look at this. The same way they had it right here. You see, we didn't have the stairs, but we had the old frame. We used to climb up. Bah, bah, bah. You understand? Get up here and jump down. That was a guy. That was a guy from the Daily News, New York Daily News. He came up to us that day and said, "Listen, uh I'm doing something on spring. It has to do with spring, and you guys, I can see you guys jumping, having a great time. Do you mind if I take a picture and put it on in the newspaper? I work for the Daily News, blah blah, right? Doing an article." And I say, "Yeah, yeah, no problem." He said, when the newspaper comes out, I'm gonna come over here. You're gonna give me your phone number, and I will bring you newspapers with with you jumping. So this article was called "Spring is in the Air," and it just happened to they caught us. My mom sent me this picture because it's in one of the albums in the boxes that I'm talking about in my house. The original article with everything the guy wrote in the newspaper. So when I go to Puerto Rico and I open up those boxes, I wanna really see this and read it because it's been like 40 years since I read that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the little wooden dog. Didn't his tail waggle? Didn't it waggle his tail when you walk the dog? Mr. T cereal, yeah, man. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah. Let me So yeah, guys, there you go, man. I thought I was gonna get this done in an hour, and it took nearly 2 hours, man. It took nearly 2 hours. I can't believe it. Yeah, I remember that little dog. I remember that little dog. Definitely. Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that. I showed the old TVs and everything. Go Hey Rain, when you get a chance, go back and see it from the beginning. Yeah, man. And don't forget to hit the like. Thank you. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do a part two to this. I'm gonna do a part two to this. I like doing these segments. I like doing these live because it just not only do I reminisce, but a lot of us could relate to this because most of my community, they're from 35 to 45 years old. I might have one or two younglings in the community, and and I also have a couple of older people from 45 to 65, from yeah, like 45 to 55, 65, 45 to 60. Let's put it like that. Um, and we could relate to a lot of stuff, and I gotta show old love too. You understand? We gotta reminisce and bring back a lot of stuff. Like a lot of people can't relate to it because a lot of my community was born 80 and over, 80 and over. But a lot of us, we know spring chicken. What's today? 27. Tomorrow's the 28th. Tomorrow is the last day of the month. So again, go watch the replay. Go watch it. You're gonna see the swing. Remember the swing bikes? You're gonna watch. You missed it. You missed this live, man. The banana seat swing bike is in the it's here. It's here. Mm-hmm. But when they have the sissy pole, the big long pole in the back. Mm-hmm. So there's a couple of us that we ain't no spring chickens. Like I said, tomorrow's the 28th. It's the last day of the month. Once it hits tomorrow, a month from there is my birthday. My birthday is April Fool's Day. I'll be 57 years old. April Fool's Day, I'll be 57 years old on April Fool's Day. Yeah, the sissy bars. The sissy bars. We used to put straws. We used to put straws. You split the straw and put them on each spoke. And we used to take cardboards and pinch them where the spoke hits in between the fork in the front of the bike, so you could hear the blah, la 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 la. It sounded like you was riding a motorcycle. We used to put the balloons there too. Remember the balloons? Yeah, that I did not mention the hula hoops, the glow in the dark hula hoops. But we did mention the glow in the dark tube TVs that now they put LED lights in back of the entertainment centers to so it could reflect off the wall. We didn't have that, but we had the two TVs when they were red hot and they used to flash up against the wall. Red. Yeah, look at that. That's right, bro. So yeah, guys, man, I had a great time. Not a lot of people were here. Not a lot of people were here because a lot of people can't relate to this. A lot of young bucks out there. You understand? But I did take the couple of people that were here. I did take them back, man. I definitely took them back, and I had a great time. I had a great time. So I want to thank everybody for those that showed up and showed love and were here. Definitely, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, I'm gonna be ending this. Like I said, I'm gonna be a little busy. So I don't know when I'll be coming back on. No, I didn't have the red water ring toss, but I had the little thing. If you go look at the replay, it was that thing. It was like this little water game. You used to press the button, and with the air, you used to make the little ring float up, and you had to hook it. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm happy you caught me too. Listen, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Those that showed up, those that didn't, it's okay. We had a great time. We had a blast. Um, I'm gonna go out with the. All right, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Everybody that showed up, thank you, Hibaro. Thank you for everything. You was here throughout the whole show. Rain, thank you for showing up. Miami, everybody that showed up. Mario, everybody. Thank you for showing up. I wanna Everybody have a great day. God bless everybody. Puerto Rico, los quiero mucho. I love you guys. Everybody that's incarcerated, keep your head up. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody, with that, man, we're going to be out of here. Everybody have a blessed week. That's right. With that, we out of here, man. I see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Peace. Lower East Side, Lower Deck. You already know. Avenue D.